What is up, YouTube? Checking out another new game. This one is Crystal Clash, which is kind of like a hero line wars type thing. Kind of like from, what was it? Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne, and then from StarCraft 2. I think StarCraft Brood Wars was the first game with the custom maps where I got to play this kind of thing. And I've played about 2 hours of this off stream, or off recording, whatever, just checking it out, seeing what the game is like. It's a free-to-play game with some like pay to speed up the unlocking process. So basically, you have, let's go to the card vendor. You have how many different groups? There's like 5 different groups of cards, but you can mix and match your decks. And you start out with like these stone level cards, and you can tier them up to be bronze level is where I'm currently at. After that, you go up to silver. So you can also just unlock higher level cards too, but you can tier up these lower levels to be silver cards, to be gold cards. I think gold is when you can start to show up in the leaderboard. There we go, leaderboards. Yeah, gold is ranked. So I'm not currently at gold. So I am, if it even shows me, it'll just say unranked, I think. I guess it doesn't show me. But yeah, enough talking about the game. Let's go jump into, hopefully my deck is good. It's been a few days since I played this. Let's queue up. Queuing solo for this mode can lead to longer waiting times. Yeah, so far it's always queued up pretty quick for me. The stone ones can take like 30 seconds, but with the bronze, it's queued up very quick. So we can summon units and we can place spawners. This spawner is expensive, but it's decent because it's a unit that basically spawns other units. My teammate, these I think are good at destroying buildings. So these also spawn other units. So I'm just gonna place these kind of to the side. So to be able to place more spawners, I need to summon lots of units. Summoning units costs mana. Summoning spawners costs essence. The way that you get essence is by spawning units. Okay, their team is really scary, and they have the same green guys that I have. Crap. There's also some abilities, so I need to build back here, because we're about to get hurt a little bit. Let's get a kind of tanky unit. Wow, I've been winning a lot, but it has been a few days since I played. Let's turn... Why can't I turn something into a giant? Am I just missing something? Giant growth? I should be able to do that. So these turrets are really good at defending an area. Unless something gets right up next to them. Really what my ally... God, we're like a mirror matchup. They have the same units that we have. What my ally is good at is knocking down towers very quickly once we get to them. Let's get some more of these. These things are like ranged with double shot and evasion. Yeah. I forget what the other ones are. The main thing I care about are these little nests, because if I get enough of them, they eventually do disappear. But if you get enough of the bushes, you just send like a never-ending swarm of these little things. I don't know why my growth ability is not working. I would like to use growth on him. Oh, because it's a tier 2 spell, and we don't unlock tier 2 until something happens. I'm not sure what. Okay, so we have a good defensive... Don't let him kill my bushes. Those units are just super tanky. It'll pop up and tell me when tier 2 unlocks, I think I want more of these. Stage 2. There we go. So now I can put out Root Dude, who's a big guy, and then I could put Growth on him for 80 mana. Bam. And I could put Growth on this. So now I have a couple tanky units. So overall, the game is kind of simple. So far. I don't know, I haven't made it to the gold level. But it's fun. I like it. I could put down regen to heal myself. I should do that when I'm going to be standing still in a fight for a while. We knock down that tower, we're slowly taking over this center place, and then I can build further up. So once we did take it, now I can build all the way up here. And my units kind of shine more once I get to the tier 2. So I'm just trying to hold in there, or hang in there at first. Like that summoner that I put Growth on a while ago, he's still alive. So that's a good thing. Okay, never mind, he's hurting. But we're advancing on them. I'm getting to build new stuff. Get another big guy. Let's do that. And I think this thing like roots them in place. I don't even remember what it does. The main thing is it becomes big and tanky. We took out another tower, so now I can move forward and build these further up. Since I have so many units all, like, gathered, let's try and get them some regen. Again, I should have just waited until I was up here. Put Growth on another of these summoner guys. Oh, and this is their, whatever it's called. Not the Nexus. Yeah, it is the Nexus. So that should be GG. I think I've pretty much always been winning. But a lot of that's going to come down to luck because I'm queuing up with random allies. Did I miss? I think I did. What did I click instead? GG! Victory. And then after that, you get a little bit of gold, you get some crystals, and you get a card. I don't really care about any of these cards. Spell Immune maybe is interesting. So Siege, this thing would knock down towers very quick. 400% damage against fortified armor. This thing is just tanky. So I guess I'd rather have this. Oh, this is a spawner. I don't know. I don't plan on using those. So yeah, I'll go check out. So I got some experience for all of the units that I used, all of the things. So now if I go to my deck builder, hit Keepers of Nature, I can see down here, like this one is a tier 5 bronze. If I wanted, I could spend gold, 1,200, to ascend it to silver. Level 5 is the max level. So this guy, who I do love... Oh, I didn't mean to click him out of there. This guy. Right now, he's level 2. If I wanted to, I could sacrifice this max level stone to get him up to level 3. And it would change the charge cooldown. And then if you tier it up to the next level, to silver, then you can have 2 charges sitting ready to be used. So yeah, that's a lot of the game. I don't think I want to sacrifice this one. I don't care too much about getting this cooldown more. My cooldowns seem pretty good right now. I guess I would care about these getting cooled down a little bit more. I keep clicking things when I don't mean to. Now I have to go find that thing. You're right here. So the main thing I need to do is get more gold, tier these up, and possibly at the card vendor unlock new stuff. So to unlock this, let your Forest Guardian throw 18 stones at long distance using Hail of Stones. My Forest Guardian is this. I've never actually used the Forest Guardian, so I could buy one of these for 1200. It would come in as a bronze. Dismantlement, Siege, Splash Damage, Hail of Stones. It's pretty tanky, but it receives tons of damage from siege units. And it's good at tearing down buildings. I could use crystals to get this too. So crystals are like the pay to unlock stuff quicker currency. Overall, I just end up playing more games. There's also, so that was 2v2 matches. There's co-op challenge and there's regular challenge. So far, I have done the regular challenge on stone, bronze, silver was rough, and gold I don't think I could beat with only a bronze deck, but we could try it. So I'll do that. Play against the computer and probably get my butt kicked. But if I win, I think it'll give me a good amount of gold. Even if I just played the silver, it would probably give me a good amount of gold. I feel like this is just going to destroy me. And yeah, the computer starts where they control more of the mini-map, which is pretty scary. I need to build all the way back here. Normally, I'd be trying to build further up, but these scare me. They'll come kill my bushes, I think. So if I had siege units, they would be really strong against these. Don't think I have any. Yeah, see, they're already coming forward at me. The only one that might be siege? No, you're not. So the biggest chance I would have is if I get to my tier 2 units. But, there's a timer. And if this timer counts down, they just destroy me if it gets to 0. The timer increases when I take over these tower spots, so before 7 minutes, I have to have taken this, which is going to be surprisingly difficult. These 4 units that I've taken don't seem to be good against really tanky units. I normally count on my ally taking out really tanky units. I'm good against a whole bunch of weak units. So I can almost afford this. It's 800 and I have 720. So this will make it so that I can afford that. They're getting too close to my bushes. What is that? What are you doing? Quit. After this one, maybe I'll play the silver one, just to show the different. I still struggled with silver, because that's a higher tier map than or higher tier enemy deck than I'm playing. And I could try and mix and match. I don't have to have pure plants in my deck. I just don't know enough about what units work well together. And it costs a lot to get these things upgraded to where you kind of want to stick with one thing. Kind of like the Bloons TD battles in that way, except it's not as bad of a grind. It's not bad to grind 2 bronze. It's pretty rough to grind to silver so far, but then gold is like max tier, so. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the grind so far. I might complain about it more as I try to fill out a gold deck. And your deck is counted as whatever your highest card is. So you don't want 1 gold card and then a bunch of the lower cards. You want all of your cards to tier up at the same time. You kind of got to save up. So when I went from stone to bronze, I did all of the cards at once. Which makes it a little bit difficult to add new cards, because I basically want them to be bronze or higher. Yeah, I'm making 0 progress on this. I think I just leave. Although, in 1 minute, I think we get to go to the near... Oh, stage 2. There we go. That was my only thing that I was kind of waiting to see. We can get him, give him a growth, but I don't think it's enough. I could give a growth to this. So I have to try to advance now. Okay, never mind, I took the tower. Yeah, my tier 2 units are just good. As long as I can hold out for it. Tier 2 units combined with that growth spell. Which is a tier 2 spell. I can place that onto smaller units too, but it seems like kind of a waste. I don't think I can put it onto that bush. No, I can't. Here, we'll put you back a little ways. Crap, they're starting to move forward a little bit. Come back here, put out the kind of tanky unit. They're advancing on me. I still don't think I can beat this. So maybe I could use more cooldown on my root dude, because if it was already cooled down, I would be able to place more of those right now. Yeah, knock down that tower. Do growth as soon as the mana gets up to 80. Crap, he took a lot of damage already. So while I am getting to place these spawners, so is he. And his spawners are better than mine. Yeah, his counterattack is very strong. So I can also, like, do growth on those little guys, but I don't think it's as worth it as it is to bigger things. I can't do growth to, like, these, no. Can't do it to my bushes. I probably can to these. I don't know if I've ever tried that. Oh, I can. Huh. seems kind of good because it's a ranged unit. I'm hanging in here, but to kill this next tower within 4 minutes would be next to impossible. Try it. Hate to surrender if there's a chance. Even if it's just against the computer. So now I could do this. I thought that we were going to be sitting still for a second. I needed to heal that big guy. Okay, getting a second druid, is that what they're called? Woodwalker spawner out. Would be good. Would be good. We need to retake this tower. Would like growth on you. Stage 3. So the problem here is I don't have any stage 3 stuff. Ideally, I would want some stage 2 with good cooldown, some stage 1 with really good cooldown, and then a stage 3 to like drive it home. So he might have some stage 3. I don't know. I don't know what this thing is. I see that it's a level 5 gold though. I don't even have level 5. I only have level 2 bronze. So that's 2 tiers higher and it's max level. But his stuff is quite a bit better. So you do get to decide like what units you want to have, which ones you want to prioritize spawning. Like, there's some strategy in the game. Okay, I can have 2 growths stored up at least. Because this is a stone spell that I have tiered up to be bronze. Where this guy is bronze by default, so I can only store 1 of those. If that makes sense at all. Alright, minute and 30 seconds. I think we just give up. I've never actually let that timer run down yet, but we're gonna lose. Defeat. I want to see how much it pays. Hey, something unlocked. Pacifist energy flow enhancement strength. Okay. Something else unlocked. And I did get experience for my towers. I don't know if I get any gold for losing. Really quickly, card vendor. So this unlocked. Pacifist. Gains energy. I don't know anything about energy yet. I do have over 1200 now, so I must have gotten a little bit of gold. This is a next tier. Splash damage, sapling absorption. Absorbs nearby saplings. Increase this unit's health by 50. Can absorb up to 12 saplings. Saplings are those little things that I'm creating. That sounds awesome. This thing is super tanky. Splash damage, so this would be a tier 3 unit. Yeah, that's why it has that 3 down there. Whereas this is a tier 1, even though it's bronze. I didn't know that. This is a tier 2. I would think if it's a tier 2, it would mean I can't spawn this until stage 2, but I guess that's not the case. I don't fully understand. So like this tier 2, I can't spawn until the second stage. Oh, if I had this in my deck, maybe I couldn't place it, but I have a spawner, so I can place it. Because the spawner does not say stage 2. Yeah. Interesting stuff. I think it's interesting. We're already at almost 30 minutes. No, we're at like 25 minutes. So this took me 17 minutes. Let's just go play a bronze. I think I played this when I had a stone deck, though. I just want to see what the rewards are like. Because I've never played one of these more than once. As soon as stage 2 comes around, I should be able to just roll over these guys. Even though their bronze units are higher than mine. So yeah, this spawns stage 2 units, which feels a little bit cheaty, but I'll take it. Still want to build back a little ways. Get you some growth. Get that up there. It takes me a little while to get my army built up, but not too long. I have another growth for when another of these spawns. So yeah, this spawner costs 1500 essence, these cost 800 apiece. So I could get 2 of these weak ones, or the 1 summoner. I prefer the summoner big time, even though he just died. So we'll get the tanky unit. My little whatever things, my saplings, that have 2 health and do like no damage, and have time limited, but they flourish. Flourish just means their time limit goes away if I use growth on them, which I don't intend to do. Because there's better uses of my mana. Once we take this over, I can start building further up. I should have done growth on you. He might... That did heal him some, but he's gonna get killed. So right after you push past a tower, at least for the PvE, the enemy always seems to push back like crazy. I don't know what I can do to increase mana. Oh, if you reach the cap, it's automatically converted into essence. Because sometimes it does go higher than it is right now. Like right now it's doing 12 every, I don't know how often, 12 per second probably. But I know I've seen it at 16. It might go higher. Yeah, he's not tanky enough. I really need the other unit. But just getting a million little saplings to distract. I could use a siege unit. Stage 2. There we go. Root dude. Get him some growth. Get you some growth. I should read what growth does. Target allied unit gains enhancement growth, increasing its maximum health and regenerating it. Yeah, so that's really good for tanky units. Tower is spawning. I have 10 minutes because I've knocked down 2 of the towers, so plenty of time. I was trying to heal him in time. That's okay. We can do growth on this guy. So yeah, because these are stage 1 units and I've upgraded them to be bronze, I can store 2 charges of those. think I said that already, but I don't know if I said it in a way that makes sense. So higher stage units are better, but they cost more, they take longer to unlock, where if you just level up the low stage ones, you can spam a whole bunch. So like spamming a bunch of these bushes sounds pretty good to me. And that's it. We're moving up onto their Nexus. The Granite World Breaker. Could do regen here. Okay, it cost me 160. Bam. They always move up right when I'm doing regen. I should never put regen down. I just need to look at the enemy health and see if I'm about to move up. So really, the growth doesn't do a whole lot for this guy because it just makes him regen and have more HP. And I'm hoping that he's not tanking as many shots. Because yeah, he's not super tough. So I just need a second tanky unit, like Lutude, that I could use these on. Root Dude at least has 575 HP. Okay. We're not moving up any further. That's it. We've done it. Victory. What kind of reward do I get? Is it worth it? So I get a card. Don't care about any of these cards. Offer me green cards. So this one's at least, I guess they're all tier 1s. This is an ability. I don't like this ability. I don't know why this one's a different color. I'll take it. So that one's almost leveled up, almost leveled up, almost leveled up. This one's already maxed. I should swap that one out with something else, just to get experience onto something else. How much do you cost? 2,400 for silver. Things didn't seem so expensive when they were stone, because everything was 600. It was 600 to upgrade it. It wasn't too bad. What is this check? Oh, right. And there are... this is part of how I was getting my money. Collect the reward. Hey. You're decent. All of these cards I'm getting are stone tier, so... But yes, if I ascend a card to silver, I'll get 300. That's a lot. If I win 25 matches, I'll get 6,000. If I add a friend to my friends list, I get 500. And there are dailies, and I could reroll. Play 50 white cards. White Legion. I could do that. I haven't really played with this deck. I would have to do it as stone. I could do that. Win one match using white cards. I could do both of these and just play against the computer. I might do another video and we could check out these ones because I haven't played with these too much. Alright, right now, that does it for this video. Let me know what you think of the game. I think it's interesting. I don't know how well it works for YouTube, but I like this kind of game. It's kind of like tower defense, but PvP, so it's interesting. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one.